Ladies and gentlemen, the calendar has turned to 2025, and this year brings a fresh opportunity, a clean slate. And with this new year, I have one challenge for you: no more excuses. Excuses are the stories we tell ourselves to justify why we didn't take action. They're the walls we build between us and our dreams. But this year, it's time to tear those walls down. Taking full responsibility for your life is one of the most liberating and empowering decisions you will ever make. It's the turning point where everything changes. You see, responsibility isn't just about taking the blame when things go wrong. It's about owning your choices, your actions, and your outcomes, good or bad. It's recognizing that the quality of your life is determined not by what happens to you, but by how you respond to it. Many people spend their lives waiting for something or someone to come along and make things better. They wait for the economy to improve, for the perfect job opportunity, or for a more supportive environment. They point fingers at their circumstances, their upbringing, or other people, blaming them for why they aren't where they want to be. But let me tell you something: every time you shift the blame, you give away your power. You hand over the steering wheel of your life to something or someone else. And let me ask you, how's that working out? Taking responsibility means accepting the fact that no matter where you are right now, it's a result of the decisions you've made up to this point. It's not about beating yourself up or wallowing in regret. It's about owning your role in creating your current reality. And here's the good news: if your choices got you here, better choices can take you somewhere extraordinary. Let me share something with you. Life doesn't happen to you, it happens for you. Every setback, every challenge, every obstacle, it's all there to teach you something, to make you stronger, to prepare you for what's next. But you'll never reap the benefits of those lessons if you're busy blaming the world for your struggles. Responsibility is about looking at every situation and asking yourself, what can I learn from this? What's within my control to change? How can I grow? Now, I'm not saying that life is always fair. It's not. Sometimes things happen that are completely outside your control. You didn't choose your family, your genetics, or the circumstances of your birth. You can't always control the economy, the weather, or other people's actions. But here's the secret why you can't control everything. You can always control how you respond. And in that response lies your power. When you take full responsibility, you stop being a victim and start becoming a creator. A victim sees problems and asks, why is this happening to me? A creator sees the same problems and asks, what can I do about this? That shift in mindset changes everything. Instead of waiting for someone else to fix things, you take charge. Instead of being reactive, you become proactive. Let's talk about excuses for a moment. Excuses are the enemy of responsibility. They're easy to make and comforting in the short term, but they're poison in the long term. I'm too busy, I don't have the resources. I'll start when the timing is better. These are just ways of avoiding responsibility. And every excuse you make is a missed opportunity to grow, to improve, to take one step closer to your goals. When you embrace responsibility, excuses disappear. You stop saying, I can't, and start asking, how can I? You stop waiting for the stars to align and start working with what you have. You realize that progress, not perfection, is what matters. You learn that taking one imperfect action today is better than waiting for the perfect plan tomorrow. Taking responsibility doesn't mean you have to do everything on your own. Far from it. It means recognizing when you need help and having the courage to ask for it. It means building relationships, seeking mentors, and learning from others. Responsibility isn't about being isolated, it's about being resourceful. It's about using everything at your disposal, your skills, your network, your experiences to move forward. There's a certain freedom that comes with taking full responsibility for your life. When you stop blaming others, you let go of resentment. When you stop blaming circumstances, you let go of frustration. You realize that you don't need to wait for anyone else to give you permission to succeed. The only permission you need is your own. Imagine for a moment what your life could look like if you fully embraced this mindset. Picture yourself waking up each morning with the knowledge that you have the power to shape your day, your year, your future. Picture yourself looking at challenges not as roadblocks, but as stepping stones. Picture yourself at the end of this year, looking back with pride because you know that no matter what came your way, you took responsibility and made things happen. The truth is, taking responsibility is a lifelong journey. It's not something you decide once and forget about. Every day you'll be faced with choices. Every day you'll have the opportunity to blame or to own, to excuse or to act. The question is, what will you choose? Let 2025 be the year you choose ownership. Let it be the year you step into your power and take control of your life. Because when you take full responsibility, there are no limits to what you can achieve. Taking full responsibility for your life is more than just acknowledging your successes. It's about owning every outcome, every decision, and every setback that comes your way. When you embrace 100% responsibility, you shift from a passive role to an active one, where you recognize that the power to shape your destiny lies entirely within you. This mindset is the cornerstone of personal growth and success. It means that instead of waiting for external circumstances to change, you take proactive steps to influence your own life. It's about understanding that while you cannot control everything that happens to you, you can control how you respond to it. This empowerment transforms challenges into opportunities and setbacks into lessons learned. By taking responsibility, you stop playing the victim and start becoming the architect of your own life. You begin to see that every experience, whether good or bad, is a chance to learn, to grow, and to move closer to your goals. This perspective fosters resilience, determination, and a relentless drive to improve. It encourages you to seek solutions rather than dwelling on problems, to take initiative rather than waiting for things to happen, and to hold yourself accountable for your actions and their outcomes. When you take responsibility, you also empower those around you. Leadership, whether in your personal or professional life, stems from the ability to take responsibility. People respect and follow those who own their actions and inspire others to do the same. This creates a positive ripple effect, fostering a culture of accountability and continuous improvement. Furthermore, taking responsibility enhances your self-esteem and confidence. When you recognize that you have control over your actions and their results, you build a sense of self-efficacy. You begin to trust in your abilities to overcome obstacles, to make wise decisions, and to achieve your aspirations. This confidence propels you forward, even in the face of adversity. It also reduces feelings of helplessness and frustration as you no longer attribute your circumstances to external factors beyond your control. Instead, you focus on what you can change and take actionable steps towards those changes. Embracing responsibility also means being honest with yourself about your strengths and weaknesses. It involves self-reflection and a willingness to confront uncomfortable truths about your behavior and choices. This honesty is essential for personal development as it highlights areas where improvement is needed and guides you towards effective strategies for growth. Additionally, taking responsibility fosters a sense of purpose and direction. When you own your life, you become more intentional about your goals and the steps needed to achieve them. You prioritize your time and energy towards activities that align with your values and aspirations, leading to a more fulfilling and meaningful life. This intentionality also enhances your ability to set and achieve realistic, measurable goals as you understand the importance of consistent effort and dedication. Moreover, taking responsibility cultivates integrity and trustworthiness. When you hold yourself accountable, others recognize your reliability and commitment. This builds strong, trusting relationships, both personally and professionally, as people know they can depend on you to follow through on your promises and to act with honesty and transparency. In the broader context of society, individuals who take responsibility contribute to a more accountable and productive community. They inspire others to adopt similar attitudes, creating a collective drive towards improvement and excellence. This collective responsibility is essential for addressing larger societal challenges as it encourages proactive problem solving and collaboration. Embracing responsibility also aligns with the principles of self-leadership. By taking charge of your own life, you develop the skills and mindset necessary to lead others effectively. Self-leadership is about guiding yourself with clarity, discipline, and vision, which in turn enables you to inspire and lead others with the same qualities. This creates a foundation for leadership that is rooted in authenticity and personal accountability. Furthermore, taking responsibility is closely linked to the concept of personal empowerment. When you recognize that you have the power to influence your own life, you feel more motivated to take action and make positive changes. This empowerment drives you to pursue your goals with greater enthusiasm and persistence, knowing that your efforts directly impact your success. It also fosters a proactive attitude where you seek out opportunities rather than waiting for them to come to you. In essence, taking 100% responsibility is about embracing your role as the main character in your own story. It's about recognizing that while you cannot control every aspect of your environment, you have full control over your actions, your mindset, and your responses. This realization is transformative as it shifts the focus from external circumstances to internal agency. It empowers you to take deliberate, purposeful actions towards your goals, knowing that each step you take brings you closer to the life you envision. As you move forward in 2025, let this commitment to responsibility be your guiding principle. Let it inspire you to take bold actions, to overcome obstacles with resilience, and to pursue your dreams with unwavering determination. By taking full responsibility for your life, you unlock your true potential and set the stage for unparalleled success and fulfillment. Embrace this mindset and watch as your life transforms in ways you never thought possible. Success doesn't come from giant leaps. It's built on small, consistent actions repeated daily. This simple truth is often overlooked because it's not glamorous or instantly gratifying, but it is the foundation of all meaningful achievements. If you want to transform your life in 2025, the key lies in those small, deliberate steps you take every day, even when they seem insignificant. It's not about making massive changes overnight, it's about committing to incremental improvements that, over time, compound into extraordinary results. The problem is that many people get trapped in a cycle of starting and stopping, expecting instant rewards for their efforts. They work hard for a short time and then give up when they don't see immediate results. But here's the reality: success doesn't reward those who dabble, it rewards those who persist. Imagine planting a seed. You water it daily, give it sunlight, and care for it, but you don't see results immediately. Does that mean it's not growing? Of course not. Beneath the surface, roots are forming and growth is happening. The same is true for your efforts. The results might not show right away, but every action you take contributes to the bigger picture. Discipline plays a critical role here. Motivation may get you started, but it's discipline that keeps you moving forward when the initial excitement fades. Discipline is showing up every day, no matter how you feel. It's about doing what needs to be done, even when it's inconvenient or challenging. The great thing about discipline is that it's a skill you can develop, not a talent you're born with. The more you practice it, the stronger it becomes. It starts with small commitments, promises you make to yourself and keep. Each time you follow through, you build trust in your own abilities, and that trust fuels further progress. Another crucial aspect of focusing on small daily actions is understanding that setbacks are part of the process. No journey is without obstacles, and no one achieves their goals without encountering failures along the way. The difference lies in how you respond. Those who succeed understand that setbacks are not a reason to quit, they're an opportunity to learn and adjust. When something doesn't work out as planned, they don't see it as a failure, they see it as feedback. They ask themselves, what can I do differently? How can I improve? Then they get back to work. One of the most effective ways to stay consistent is to create habits that align with your goals. Habits eliminate the need for constant decision making, which can drain your energy and willpower. When you build habits, the actions you need to take become automatic. For example, if your goal is to get fit, make exercising at the same time every day a non-negotiable part of your routine. If you want to improve your knowledge, set aside a specific time each day for reading or learning. Over time, these habits become second nature, and they create a ripple effect that impacts every area of your life. Accountability also plays a significant role in maintaining consistency. When you hold yourself accountable, or better yet, have someone else hold you accountable, you're more likely to stay on track. Share your goals with someone you trust, whether it's a friend, mentor, coach, and ask them to check in with you regularly. Knowing that someone else is invested in your progress adds an extra layer of commitment. But while focusing on small daily actions, it's equally important to keep your long-term vision in mind. Without a clear sense of where you're going, it's easy to lose motivation. Take time to visualize the life you want to create. Picture the person you want to become by the end of the year. Write down your goals and revisit them often. This vision serves as your guiding light, reminding you why you started and inspiring you to keep moving forward. The magic of small daily actions lies in their simplicity. They don't require massive effort or radical change, just consistency and intention. Each day, you have the power to choose actions that align with your goals or actions that take you further away from them. The choice is yours. It's easy to underestimate the impact of small decisions, but they are the building blocks of your future. The small effort you put in today might not seem like much, but it's a step forward. And when you string enough of those steps together, you create unstoppable momentum. As you move through 2025, remind yourself that success is not about perfection, it's about progress. It's about showing up every day and doing the work, no matter how small. It's about trusting that your efforts will pay off even when the results are not immediate. Most importantly, it's about becoming the person who is willing to do what it takes, consistently and relentlessly. The journey might be slow, and there will be days when you're tempted to give up. But if you stay the course, those small, daily actions will lead you to the life you've always envisioned. The most successful people in the world are those who understand the value of consistency, and it's one of the most overlooked principles when it comes to achieving greatness. Consistency isn't about doing things perfectly, it's about doing things regularly with focus and intention, even when the immediate results aren't visible. It's the power of showing up every single day, no matter the circumstances, no matter the challenges. In 2025, if you want to make a true change in your life, the first commitment you need to make is to be consistent in everything you do. Consistency requires a mindset shift. Many people believe that in order to succeed, they need to make huge, sweeping changes all at once. They feel that they need to see immediate results to stay motivated. But this couldn't be further from the truth. Success comes from consistently making small, purposeful choices that align with your goals. Think about it. How many times have you started a new project, a new habit, or a new routine with high excitement and energy, only to give up after a short time because the results weren't as immediate as you hoped? That's the result of focusing too much on the outcome instead of the process. The key to success is not chasing results, it's building a daily routine that supports them. By focusing on the process, you give yourself the freedom to fail, to make mistakes, and to learn from them. When you are committed to consistency, you accept that there will be setbacks, but you don't allow them to stop you. You use them as stepping stones. Every failure is just feedback. Every mistake is just an opportunity to adjust your approach and try again. The important thing is to stay the course. Consistency isn't about never failing. It's about not giving up when you do. The most successful people are those who fail the most, but they fail with purpose, learn from each failure, and continue to push forward. They are the ones who have learned that consistency is more important than perfection. Think of consistency like compounding interest. When you invest a small amount of money over time, you don't see immediate growth, but if you keep investing consistently, the results start to compound and grow exponentially. It's the same with your efforts. Every action you take, no matter how small, adds up. Each day you practice a skill, each day you improve your mindset, and each day you take a step towards your goals. You are compounding your efforts, even if the growth isn't immediately visible. Eventually, all of those small efforts will pay off in ways you never imagined, and the impact of your consistent actions will be undeniable. To stay consistent, you must also develop a deep sense of self-discipline. Discipline is what keeps you going when motivation fades, and it is what helps you stay on track when life throws distractions your way. It is the ability to do the work even when you don't feel like it. It's easy to work hard when you're motivated, but true discipline is working hard when you're tired, when you're frustrated, or when you don't feel like it. Successful people don't wait for motivation to strike. They create their own motivation through consistent effort. When you make discipline a habit, it becomes easier to push through the challenges that inevitably arise. Part of building discipline is creating a structure for your life that supports your goals. When your environment is aligned with your purpose, consistency becomes much easier to maintain. Set yourself up for success by developing daily routines that support your long-term vision. Plan your day ahead of time. Schedule your tasks. Prioritize what matters most. This way, when distractions arise, you already have a blueprint to follow. Your discipline is your roadmap, and as long as you stick to it, consistency will follow naturally. At the same time, it's crucial to cultivate a growth mindset. A growth mindset means believing that your abilities and intelligence can be developed with effort and perseverance. People with a growth mindset see challenges as opportunities to learn and grow, while those with a fixed mindset avoid challenges because they fear failure. When you adopt a growth mindset, you are less likely to become discouraged by setbacks because you see them as part of the journey. A growth mindset fuels consistency because it encourages you to keep going even when things are tough. Instead of focusing on how far you have to go, you focus on how much you have learned, how much you have grown, and how much closer you are to your goal. As you commit to consistency, another important aspect to understand is the need for patience. Success doesn't happen overnight, and the path to greatness is often slower than you anticipate. Too often we expect instant results, especially in today's world of instant gratification. But lasting success takes time and effort, and it's important to trust the process. Patience is a virtue that will serve you well in the long run. Trust that each small step you take, no matter how insignificant it may seem, is part of a much larger picture. While the results may not show up immediately, they are coming. Consistency combined with patience is the formula for achieving your goals, whether they are personal, professional, or financial. You also have to remember that consistency is not about rigidly following a set of rules. It's about aligning your actions with your values and your long-term goals. As you work towards your goals, you may need to adjust your approach from time to time, and that's okay. Flexibility is an important part of being consistent. It's about finding what works for you and sticking to it, even when things change. The key is to keep your focus on your end goal no matter what obstacles arise along the way. Flexibility allows you to adapt, but your consistency ensures that you keep moving forward, even when the path shifts. At the heart of all this is the willingness to persevere. Consistency is only effective if you are committed to your vision for the long haul. This means you have to keep showing up, even when the going gets tough. You have to show up when it's easy, and you have to show up when it's hard. Perseverance means not quitting when you're tired, discouraged, or overwhelmed. It means making the decision every day to continue the work, to keep putting in the effort, and to keep your focus on your goal. When you persevere, you develop resilience, and that resilience will carry you through the inevitable difficulties you face on your journey to success. Consistency is an act of self-belief. You keep going because you believe in yourself, in your abilities, and in your purpose. Consistency is rooted in the belief that your efforts are worth it, that the work you're doing today will pay off in the future. When you trust in your process, when you trust in your vision, and when you trust in your ability to adapt and overcome, you give yourself the power to stay consistent. This self-belief fuels your motivation and sustains your efforts over the long term. As you step into 2025, commit yourself to consistency. Whether it's in your career, your health, your relationships, or your personal development, consistency is the secret sauce to success. Don't be fooled by the allure of instant success or quick fixes. True, lasting achievement comes from consistent, small actions that add up over time. Trust the process, stay disciplined, and keep pushing forward, no matter how slow the progress seems. Over time, those small, consistent actions will accumulate into something powerful, and the success you desire will be inevitable. In the journey towards success, one of the most powerful elements you must embrace is the ability to take responsibility for your actions in your life. The idea that you are in control of your destiny is a concept that's often easier said than done, especially in a world that's filled with distractions and external challenges. But if you want to break free from excuses and create lasting success in 2025, you must first acknowledge that you are the architect of your own life. Your decisions, actions, and mindset shape the reality you experience, and by taking full responsibility for them, you open the door to limitless possibilities. Taking responsibility means that you stop blaming external factors or other people for your circumstances. Too often we find ourselves in situations that are less than ideal, and our first instinct is to point the finger elsewhere. It's easy to blame a tough economy, difficult bosses, or even our upbringing for the challenges we face. However, if you want to be truly successful, you must take ownership of the fact that while you can't control everything around you, you can control how you respond to those circumstances. Instead of complaining about your situation, focus on what you can do to improve it. Understand that every setback, every challenge is an opportunity to grow and evolve. When you stop playing the blame game, you empower yourself to take the necessary steps to change your life. A crucial part of taking responsibility is recognizing that no one is going to give you success. You must create it for yourself. It's easy to fall into the trap of waiting for the right moment, the right opportunity, or the right person to make things happen for you. But success doesn't work that way. If you want to achieve your goals in 2025, you must stop waiting for external circumstances to align perfectly. You need to take proactive steps toward your objectives, regardless of whether or not the conditions are ideal. Successful people don't wait for the perfect moment. They create it by taking consistent action. One of the most empowering shifts you can make is understanding that failure is not something to avoid, but something to embrace. Most people are afraid of failing, and this fear holds them back from taking action in the first place. However, the truth is that failure is a natural part of the success journey. It's through failure that you learn, grow, and gain the experience needed to achieve your goals. When you embrace failure as a learning opportunity, you can shift your perspective from fear of failure to a desire for growth. Failure doesn't define you, it refines you. Every time you fail, you gain valuable insights that bring you closer to your success. Don't let the fear of making mistakes paralyze you. Instead, use it as a catalyst to push forward, knowing that each failure brings you one step closer to your ultimate goal. To truly take responsibility for your life, you must also understand the power of your habits. Your daily habits, both good and bad, are the invisible forces shaping your life. If you want to see different results in 2025, you must evaluate and change your habits. Often we are not consciously aware of the patterns that are holding us back, but small daily actions compounded over time have a huge impact on our future. Whether it's a habit of procrastination, negative self-talk, or not prioritizing your health, these small actions add up to big results, both positive and negative. If you want to create success, you must intentionally design your day and your routine around positive, productive habits that move you closer to your goals. Replacing bad habits with good ones doesn't happen overnight, but through consistency and discipline, it can lead to massive transformation. You have the power to shape your future by consciously choosing your habits today. Another key element of taking responsibility is the ability to let go of excuses. Excuses are the silent killers of dreams. Every time you make an excuse, you are essentially telling yourself that your goals aren't worth the effort or the sacrifice. Excuses give you a reason to quit, to settle for mediocrity, and to stay stuck in a cycle of unfulfilled potential. In 2025, you must become ruthless in eliminating excuses from your life. When an excuse pops up, challenge it. Ask yourself whether it's a valid reason to stop pursuing your dreams or just a convenient way to avoid discomfort. Most excuses are nothing more than self-imposed limitations. When you stop making excuses and start taking ownership of your actions, you will find that your ability to create the life you want increases exponentially. Instead of looking for reasons why something can't be done, focus on finding solutions and taking the next step. The part of taking responsibility is understanding that your mindset will make or break your success. Your thoughts are powerful. They shape your beliefs, actions, and ultimately your reality. If you want to succeed in 2025, you must cultivate a mindset that supports your goals. This means shifting from a fixed mindset where you believe your abilities are limited and static to a growth mindset where you believe that with effort and persistence, you can develop new skills and overcome challenges. A growth mindset helps you embrace challenges, persist through difficulties, and view setbacks as learning opportunities rather than roadblocks. To truly take responsibility for your success, you must take control of your thoughts. Focus on positive, empowering thoughts that align with your vision. Your mindset will be the driving force that keeps you moving forward, even in the face of adversity. Taking responsibility for your life doesn't mean doing everything on your own. It means recognizing that you have the power to influence your circumstances regardless of where you start. It means being proactive in creating the life you want, regardless of the obstacles in your way. When you take full responsibility, you stop waiting for others to give you permission, and you stop allowing external factors to dictate your fate. Instead, you focus on the things you can control: your actions, your mindset, your habits, and your response to challenges. Taking responsibility doesn't mean you'll never face difficulties. It means that you will face them head-on with the knowledge that you have the power to overcome them and create a better future. In 2025, if you want to break free from excuses and create meaningful change in your life, you must take full responsibility for your actions. Stop blaming others, stop waiting for the perfect moment, and stop fearing failure. Instead, take proactive steps toward your goals, embrace failure as a lesson, design empowering habits, eliminate excuses, and cultivate a growth mindset. By doing so, you will create the life you desire, and you will find that success becomes not just a possibility, but a guarantee. When you take responsibility for your life, you unlock the power to shape your destiny and create the future you've always dreamed of. One of the most transformative things you can do for your personal growth in 2025 is to stop procrastinating and take immediate action toward your goals. Procrastination is the silent enemy of progress. It feeds on your fear, doubt, and uncertainty, keeping you stuck in a cycle of inaction. Many people wait for the right moment to begin waiting until they feel inspired, motivated, or confident. But the truth is, the right moment rarely ever comes. Success is built on action, and the more you delay, the further away your goals move. If you truly want to make this year different, you must shift from a mindset of waiting to one of action. The key to overcoming procrastination is to break down your goals into smaller, manageable tasks. The reason people procrastinate is because they feel overwhelmed by the enormity of their aspirations. It's easy to feel intimidated by the thought of achieving something big, but if you break it down into smaller, achievable steps, it becomes far less daunting. For example, if your goal is to launch a business, don't focus solely on the big picture. Start by researching, creating a plan, and setting small, actionable tasks. Each small step you complete will build momentum and make the next step feel more achievable. The act of taking one small action immediately is often the most effective way to break the cycle of procrastination. Once you begin, you'll find that the next steps come more easily, and what once seemed like an insurmountable task will become a series of manageable actions. Another important principle to adopt is to stop seeking perfection. Perfectionism is a major roadblock that keeps many people from moving forward. It's easy to become obsessed with making everything flawless before taking any action. However, the pursuit of perfection often leads to stagnation. The truth is, nothing is ever going to be perfect, and that's okay. What matters is progress, not perfection. Waiting until everything is just right often results in missed opportunities. When you try to make everything perfect, you spend more time planning and overthinking than actually doing. In contrast, when you focus on progress, you're taking real steps toward your goals. It's better to take imperfect action than to take no action at all. Progress builds confidence, and with each step forward, you'll improve and refine your approach. So let go of the need for everything to be perfect. Embrace imperfection, knowing that it's through taking imperfect actions that you'll get closer to your desired results. In 2025, one of the most powerful shifts you can make is learning to embrace discomfort. Growth and success don't happen in your comfort zone. When you step outside of what feels familiar and safe, you stretch yourself and build resilience. The discomfort you experience when taking risks or facing challenges is actually a sign that you're growing. Most people avoid discomfort because it feels unpleasant, but it's in those moments that your true potential is unlocked. If you want to achieve something extraordinary, you have to be willing to push through the discomfort of uncertainty, failure, and fear. In fact, the more uncomfortable you feel, the closer you are to breakthrough. Every time you confront a challenge or do something that scares you, you're building the mental and emotional strength you need to succeed. A great way to cultivate this mindset is to reframe your thinking around discomfort. Instead of seeing it as a negative experience, begin to view it as a necessary part of the journey to success. When you feel anxious, nervous, or uncertain, recognize that it's a sign that you're on the right path. You're challenging yourself and growing. By accepting discomfort as part of the process, you'll be able to face obstacles with a sense of purpose rather than fear. Over time, the discomfort will become easier to handle, and you'll find that you're capable of achieving much more than you originally thought possible. One of the most important lessons to learn when pursuing your goals is the need to develop a deep sense of resilience. Resilience is the ability to bounce back after setbacks, failures, and challenges. Success is rarely a straight line. You will face obstacles, and there will be times when you feel like giving up. It's during these difficult times that your resilience is tested. The people who succeed are not those who avoid failure, but those who persevere through it. Resilience is built through repeated exposure to adversity. Each time you face a challenge, you have the opportunity to grow stronger, more resourceful, and more determined. The key is to never give up. When you experience setbacks, view them as part of the learning process. Instead of seeing them as failures, see them as feedback, valuable lessons that guide you toward the right path. Embrace the challenges, knowing that each one brings you one step closer to the person you need to become to achieve your dreams. A powerful tool for developing resilience is adopting a mindset of gratitude. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's going wrong to what's going right. When faced with challenges, it's easy to fall into negativity, but this only drains your energy and keeps you stuck. By practicing gratitude, you train your mind to focus on the positives no matter how small they may seem. Gratitude keeps you grounded and helps you maintain perspective when things get tough. Every setback you face is an opportunity to practice resilience, and gratitude helps you stay positive and motivated in the face of adversity. Building resilience also requires surrounding yourself with the right people. The people you choose to spend time with can either fuel your success or hinder it. Surround yourself with individuals who inspire you, challenge you, and support your growth. Seek out mentors who have already achieved what you want to achieve and learn from their experiences. Build a network of people who lift you up and encourage you when times are tough. The support of others is invaluable in building resilience, as it provides you with the encouragement and perspective you need to keep going, even when things aren't going according to plan. Another critical element of achieving success is understanding the importance of self-care. Too often, people get caught up in the hustle of pursuing their goals and forget to take care of themselves along the way. But without proper self-care, your energy, focus, and motivation will diminish and your progress will suffer. Taking care of your body, mind, and emotions is not just a luxury, it's a necessity. When you prioritize your well-being, you're able to bring your best self to everything you do. This means getting enough sleep, eating nourishing foods, exercising regularly, and making time for relaxation and fun. It also means taking care of your mental health by practicing mindfulness, meditation, or any activity that helps you manage stress and maintain a positive mindset. When you take care of yourself, you are better equipped to face challenges, stay focused on your goals, and make steady progress. Finally, it's important to understand that success is not just about achieving your goals, but about the person you become in the process. Every goal you pursue is an opportunity to grow, learn, and evolve. The real value of success lies not in the external achievements, but in the internal transformation that occurs as you work toward them. By embracing action, letting go of perfectionism, stepping outside your comfort zone, building resilience, prioritizing self-care, and focusing on the journey rather than the destination, you create lasting change in your life. Success is not a destination, it's a way of life. And in 2025, you have the power to make that way of life one of growth, progress, and fulfillment. The time to act is now, and with each step you take, you move closer to the extraordinary life you deserve.